Hello, welcome to Maths class. Today let us learn how to construct a bar graph and a histogram. And first of all, let me explain you what is a bar graph and what is a histogram. Both bar graph and histogram are made up of bars. In a bar graph, there are gaps in between bars and the bars are of equal width and also the gaps are of equal width. But in a histogram, there are no gaps in between bars. Why there are no gaps in between bars? Because histogram can be drawn or is drawn for the continuous data. That is, for overlapping class intervals, histogram can be drawn, but bar graph can be drawn for individual, for discrete data, let me say. Okay, let me explain you both the graphs, how to draw them. Construct a bar graph for the given table. Table is frequency table. Class 6, 100 students. Frequency of class 6 is 100. Class 7, 110. Class 8, 120. Class 9, 80 students. Class 10, 70 students. How to construct the bar graph for this? For any graph, we have to draw x-axis and y-axis. By using scale and pencil, we have to draw x-axis and y-axis. Name the x-axis as x dash ox, y-axis as y dash oy, and both the sides arrows are to be shown. Now, for this what you have to do is, I am drawing like this, but on a graph paper, you can have all these 1 cm, okay, 1 cm boxes or 2 cm boxes, depends upon the graph paper you take. So, before starting, we have to take the scale. What is this scale? X-axis what you are going to take, y-axis what you are going to take, that is the scale. So, what we are going to take is, in x-axis, 1 cm equal to 1 class. 1 cm equal to 1 class. In y-axis, 1 cm equal to that you have to see. Maximum number is 120, minimum number is 70. Whether we are able to take 10, 20, 30 like that or what, we can see. If our graph paper is not sufficient for taking 1 cm equal to 10 frequency or 10 students, we can take as 15 or 20 like that. Let me see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. But here 120 is there. So, you can produce if you can, otherwise 20 also we can take. I want to take 20. So, 1 cm equal to 20 frequency or 20 students we can write. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. We want 120, this we can leave. You may not write. And here 1 class, 1 cm equal to 1 class. I already explained you to construct a bar graph, or what is a bar graph means, the bars are of equal width and there are equal gaps between the bars. So let us leave 1 cm, this one for class 6, leave this is for class 7, leave this is for class 8, leave this is for class 9, leave this and take this as class 10. So now class 6, 100 students, 100 is here. So what you have to do is, by using scale and pencil, draw the bar. Vertical, this is horizontal line, in line with 100 mark, then draw the vertical lines for class 6. 7th class is 110. 110 is in between 100 and 120. So, more or less, we will get like this. Class 7, class 8, 120. So, in line with this, I am drawing like this, but you have to use the scale and pencil. Class 9, 80. So, class 9, 80 students. Class 10, 70 students. 70 is in between 60 and 70, in line with that. So, then you have to shade the bars. You have to shade the bars. So this is the bar graph showing here nothing is given. Construct a bar graph for the given table. Or we can write bar graph showing number of students of a class. Here you can write x-axis is showing class, y-axis is showing number of students. And it is good to write the heading. Actually heading we have to write. Okay. Bar graph. This is the question. We can write bar graph showing number of students of a class. Bar graph showing number of students of a class. That is the heading should be given always. So class 6, class 7, class 8, class 9, they are individual classes. So we have drawn the bar graph. And for constructing histogram, we have to have the class intervals, that too continuous class intervals or overlapping class intervals. So for that, let me give you another table and how to construct it. I will explain you. So now I have given you a table for the continuous class intervals. 0 to 10 marks are secured by 3 students, 10 to 20 marks are secured by 6 students, 20 to 30 marks are secured by 12 students, 30 to 40 marks are secured by 15 students, 40 to 50 marks are secured by 4 students of a class. Okay, histogram showing number of marks scored by 40 students of a class. I am going to show you. I told you these are the overlapping class intervals. For the overlapping class intervals, we can draw the histogram. Same way, we have to draw x-axis and y-axis at first. X dash OX is the x-axis. Y dash OY is the y-axis. Okay. Then we have to take the scale. Same way, always take 1 cm equal to 1 class interval. That will be easy for you. Or you can take 2 cm equal to 1 class interval also. In y-axis, 1 cm equal to, for that you have to see. Maximum number is 15, minimum is 3. So we can take 1 cm is 2 frequency also, 2 students also we can take. As per the need, we have to take the scale. So here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Up to 15 needed, not needed. And one more important thing, if the lower limit of the first class interval does not start with 0, we have to give a kink mark like this. Then suppose here 1 will be there, we can write 1 here. Suppose here 50 will be there. Give the kink mark and start with 50. Here in this case, it is not needed because the lower limit of the first class interval is starting from 0. And y-axis we can take 2, 1 cm equal to 2 frequency we can take. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Enough. Maximum number is 50. And x-axis is showing class intervals. Y-axis is showing frequency. In the table, it is given class interval and frequency you can write. Or heading like this given. I wrote histogram showing or construct the histogram showing like that also will be given. You can write here marks, here you can write here students. 0 to 10 marks secured by 3 students. Here 0 to 3 is here. Say just like bars we have to draw. But here comes continuous. 10 to 26 students. We can see here. So continuous bar, there won't be any gaps between the bars. 20 to 30, 12 students. Okay. 30 to 40, 15 students. More or less from here. And 40 to 50, only 4 students. And how we have shaded the bars in the bar graph. Here also we can shade the bars of the histogram. The way you like, not that only lines. The way you like, you can share the bars. Show that these are the required bars. So I hope this is clear to you. When can we construct histogram and when can we construct bar graph? And also, if the class intervals are not continuous, how to convert to continuous already you have learned in the previous class. I hope you understood about bar graph and histogram and how to construct them. Okay? Thank you.